All right, we've finished the 7-layer bean dip. Now, Don is with us. He's going to make his famous guacamole, the #1 snack for Super Bowl party, Don.
Well, it's great. Everybody loves 7-layer dip. And,
love it.
I love guacamole, too. And my guacamole recipe has 7 ingredients.
7 ingredients. It's a 7-7 day. Okay, all right.
It starts off with the avocado, of course.
Yep.
And
main ingredient.
avocados are the main ingredient, right?
Yes.
They're typically grown right here in the United States. 95% of avocados are grown in Southern California.
Wow. We love them.
This particular avocado is from Chile, of all places.
Yep.
So they're also in South America and Central America and Mexico, too.
Since I did the shopping, I tend to do the shopping in the family. I actually got a mix because I was curious. I got the ones that were Henry avocados. And they're right
from
here
California.
Escondido.
Yep.
So there's a mix. We've got some, it's an international.
But they're all going to be good.
Yeah.
They're all going to be good.
And over 16 million avocados sold just for Super Bowl.
Amazing.
It's great.
Yeah. So we like the Haas avocado,
Okay.
which is
Is it a smaller avocado?
not necessarily, but it has that this certain kind of skin.
I was wondering what that meant.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, Haas avocado. It's
Okay.
tasty. And you're looking for one that's slightly soft.
Right.
You don't want a hard avocado.
And that's always kind of the trick with avocados. I always used to ask my mom, I'm like, how do you know which one? And just not too hard, not too soft, just kind of in the middle.
And if you get them and they're a little too hard, they're not quite ready to go.
You have to just wait a few days,
put them in a
right?
brown paper bag for one.
Right. I think you
Ah,
just-
very good.
Liz Brown.
Very
Brown
nice.
Paper bag.
Brown paper bag. Well, you always get tricks and tips here.
Well,
so
of course,
that's
that's
good.
just it moves them along.
Yes.
Same like
Bananas,
yeah.
the same thing, yes.
So then you can
Okay.
you just slice the avocado, and then you ended up opening it like this. And when you've done that, then you can get the seed out. It actually has a seed here. And
Now, I
so
always have trouble with this part, so this is interesting.
the way I do it is I just kind of slam the knife in and then just twist it, and it comes right out.
That
Wow.
is so cool.
I've been married now almost 20 years. I didn't get the twist move.
Twist it.
See what you never tell your wife at home.
But
Wow.
because when we do go to parties, I have to admit, when there's usually the one thing he will bring, because I do most of the cooking in the
Right.
kitchen, is his dip. And I mean, time and time again, people say this is the absolute best.
It's going to be
dip
delicious, I
ever.
can already tell.
So
When you're done, make sure you reserve save your the
seed?
pit there, yeah,
Oh,
because
interesting.
we'll use that again.
Oh,
And,
okay.
stay tuned to find out why.
Right.
Okay, so then what are we doing next?
So
here?
now
We're
what
taking
we do is we want to take out the avocado. What we just do is take a big spoon out and just kind of peel off the skin, and
there you
hopefully
go.
don't get any skin in there. And if we do, you got to just kind of remove that little piece.
No, that's great. Now,
Just
you
pop
must
it
be
in.
the expert at this because that's tricky to do as well.
Well, I don't know. It's not that hard. Practice, practice, practice.
I guess I need to
Now-
work with the avocado more. There
And
you
you
go.
just drop them in there.
And how many are you putting in, Don, for this recipe?
Gosh, I think we're making maybe 4 avocados, 5 avocados. These are kind of a little bit on the smaller side, so
Okay.
you can of course judge it accordingly. And
Okay.
So we get all the 7 ingredients out here. So
Yeah.
Susie, get 7-layer dip.
7
ingredient.
Yes.
So this is ingredient 1, of course.
Okay.
And Liz, you mentioned that some of these avocados came from Escondido. 60% of the California avocados actually come from San Diego County. So this is the majority. So this is the
All
easy
right.
part.
Driving around Palos Verdes, you see a lot of avocados
trees.
growing on trees. We have lemon trees, tangerine trees, but not an avocado tree.
Well, I know, and these
And I
are
was-
so good.
Yeah.
They are. The average avocado tree, by the way, produces 120 avocados
A year?
a year.
Wow.
Right.
That's
So-
great.
All right, so when you're done with this and you've got this avocado in there,
Okay.
the next thing we want to look to is our next ingredient. In this case, we have Roma tomatoes, which
Okay.
are also using the 7-layer dip, just a smaller sized tomato, a little bit more flavorful than just
The regular
the
tomatoes.
garden tomato. So just chop that up. And I like to make mine a little bit chunky.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he's famous for. This is a very chunky
Chunky guacamole.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the chunkier side. And so this is ingredient number 2, of course. And
I mean, there's so many different ways you can make it. Sometimes you just see it. You'll get guacamole when you go out, and it just looks like it's green. You don't even see minced onion. You don't see minced tomato.
Right. You don't
It's
see
still
it.
yummy, and it depends what the textures you like.
Right.
Like as he's preparing his, I was saying I cheat. He chops onion and tomato, and I just get some ready-made salsa.
And just dump that in. But
You
this
know,
is so much better
And
using
I'll
fresh
do the
stuff.
fresh avocado,
Yes.
but then I'll put a half a cup of the salsa. It's another way just to kind of
offset that.
Stop.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
using
just make
fresh
it quicker.
today.
Yeah, so we're using fresh. And perhaps for this many avocados, 4 or 5 avocados, I'd use perhaps 2 or 3 of those smaller sized tomatoes,
Tomatoes?
Roma-sized tomato.
So this is 2 or 3 right here, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
But before I get started, I want to make sure I get all the skin off the avocado, and then I want to mix this up a little bit. And the reason I like to mix this up is that when I do that, when I mix it up, I don't want to take the other ingredients and
smash them as
smash
much?
them as much.
Okay,
So I
that's
like
good.
to kind of pre-smash my
Avocado.
avocado.
Oh, isn't that nice how Liz helps him out? That's so good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's beautiful.
That's nice.
Now, speaking of mixing things up, you're in the Raiders shirt. I'm here wearing a Cowboys shirt, even though I'm really a Patriots fan.
He's really just being neutral
You're just being neutral. You're like the ref, but if you're really, who are you rooting for?
Yeah, who are you rooting for, Don?
Gosh, I really would love to see a good game. I'm a good game guy.
Yeah,
and
me too.
If it's a good game, I'm happy.
Right. You know what? I always think really the best team, the team that wants it the very most, is the team that always wins. The team that really wants it the most, they do something to pull it out in the end. So that's my theory on
But you're still letting him get away with not committing.
Well, no, he'll commit before the end of the show. We have to get him to commit. So.
But who is your favorite football team out there, if you had to tell us?
Well, between the 2 teams that are in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, between those 2.
Well, I'd have to say, I think it is kind of nice to see that Kurt Warner go back again.
I think
I'd
so,
like to
too.
see him. maybe.
Yeah.
Being the underdog and
Arizona's
never being ever in the
been.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, he's already won one.
I know, but the
Arizona
team.
has never. So it's time for somebody to have their chance, you know?
Right.
Okay, so
All
now
right, so
we're going to
that's
avocado.
done.
Okay.
So ingredient number 2, and I'm just going to put a little tomato in here,
Okay.
and I don't know, that looks about right to me.
Okay.
I would say about 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 avocado to tomato.
Okay.
And then onion. I know some people are sensitive to onion, but I always, again, put...
It's like half a large onion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about a half a large onion.
And those
Put
are
that
pretty
in
good
there.
sized pieces as well.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit chunky on
He's
that.
known for his chunky avocado.
Chunky,
Yeah.
chunky.
Big guy,
guacamole.
big guacamole.
So,
That was the third.
the third
ingredient. Okay.
Fourth ingredient is a little bit of lime juice. Perhaps
Ooh, okay.
for this, I'd say about a half of a lime, and just kind of squeeze that right in there. And this is not a very juicy lime, so
Yeah, that
it
was
may.
kind
Of course, it helps to kind of roll it around. Sometimes to soften it up.
Yeah,
And
those are
you know what I'm going to get?
tricky.
I'm going to help you out even more. I'm going to grab this little juicer too.
You know what? I just got one of those.
These are the best.
Christmas,
My
actually.
96-year-old grandmother turned me onto that.
My mom got one.
And
so
they are the
yeah.
best for lemons
I use
and
them for
limes.
lemons. Yeah, they're
It's
great.
making a big difference.
Yeah, isn't it? Because it just kind of gets in there and just squeezes it all out.
Handy tool.
So much of that is left inside, especially with lemons
good.
and limes. So, okay.
Okay,